Alright everyone, I'm going to do the evening catch up. Just check and see if there was any notifications worth reading out, but there's not. No shout outs today. No idiots today either. It's been a quiet day because I haven't done much today. I've only had the one video out during the day, and that was at about 11 o'clock this morning when we got the announcement of Virgil van Dijk, and that's been the news pretty much today. And the fact that he's not necessarily going to end his association with the club in 2027, so where will he go? What will he do? Because if he starts wanting to wind down his career and go into coaching, is he going to stay on as a coach? I think it would be a fantastic move if we could keep him. He has so much experience. But there we go. I did have a look at the good old transfer rumours. David Ornstein has said about Kevin De Bruyne, said as much as I love Kevin De Bruyne and feel he's still good enough to shine in the Premier League, I don't see him moving to Anfield. I don't either. I think if you can get him as a coach, his experience would be handy. Jurgen Klopp has been in the news today. Apparently he's tired of his role at Red Bull, or there's something wrong with it. Well, I follow him on Instagram, and every picture he's put on, he looks really happy and really refreshed, so I don't know. But he only wants Real Madrid or Brazil as the next coaching role, and Perez is seriously considering trying to tempt him out of managerial retirement, so to speak. I think that's come from the reports that Carlo Ancelotti's going to step down at the end of the month. I don't know why not the end of the season, because with 5 league games left. But the Klopp one might be worth monitoring. And it has here 2 hours ago, so that would have been about 20 to... What time was this tweet posted? 10:31 PM. It says here, this is from LFC Transfer Room by the way, all of this. It says, breaking, Liverpool are among the teams circling Olympic Lyon winger Ryan Cherki, 21. There's a verbal agreement on a release clause for around £25 million to leave the club. That is from Nathan Salt, who is a Man United correspondent. But they did play Lyon tonight, and I can only describe it as a crazy game. I'd been out, and I put on the second half. 2-0 when I turned it on. Towards the end of the game, Lyon put it back to 2-1. 6 minutes later, 2-2, so that's extra time because the first game was 2-2. And I think after it was pulled back to 2-2, they had a player sent off. I think it was it Tolisso? So they had extra time with 10 men. They went and scored. I think it was Cherki. And then they scored a penalty, I think it was. So that was... I think that was 4-2, so 6-2. Was it 6? Yeah, 4-2. Yeah, 6-2 and aggregate. And it doesn't stop there. Man United pulled it back to 4-3. And then they equalised at 4-4, and then Harry Maguire got the winner for 5-4 to win the tie 7-6 on aggregate. It was just a bonkers game, and that might be why a Man United correspondent is talking about Shirky. But yeah, so my day, I got up, had to pop out, came back. I didn't have to go far, I wasn't out for long. Sat down to do some stuff, and then I saw the Virgil van Dijk news come through, so I had to literally get laptop, get the webcam, and get that done. And I put a little short out as well with the speech he made about it was always Liverpool. I found his presentation more moving than Mo's in a way. I don't know why, but there was just something more about it. I don't know, there was something different about it. He feels like he's an adopted Scouser as well. So I did that. What did I do? I didn't do much actually. I was doing some work. And I went out about just after 6, got in about 20:15, so that's why I didn't see the first half of the Lyon game. I haven't even looked at that draw, because the winners of that go into the Champions League. Let's have a look. So Athletic Club Bilbao play Man United, and Tottenham play Bodo Glimt. They knocked Lazio out. What was that? That's a bit of a surprise. I did not expect. So Atletico knocked out Rangers 2-0 on aggregate. Spurs beat Frankfurt 2-1 aggregate after a 1-0 win today. Oh, they won on penalties. Lazio won 3-1 on the night, but they won on penalties. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, so what was I saying? I didn't get back to see those in time to watch the start of that, and then had a few things to do, and then I recorded some videos. Some have been scheduled, some are uploaded now. And there's not much more in the news. I've covered what I can say justifiable say a video on. And then doing this, and this will be a very short video tonight, because I've still got a few things to do, and I'd rather get them done before I go to sleep, because I'm up early in the morning. There was something else I needed to talk about, but I can't remember what it was. You know what, it'll come back to me. I'll end the video and I'll remember it, and I'm not going to re-record. It mustn't be that important. Oh, I know what it was. It was somebody told me, and I haven't been able to verify this. So if anybody knows anything on this, please let me know in the comments. Apparently, Sky Sports, after when they were talking about Virgil and his deal being done. Now, I haven't seen Sky Sports at all today. I didn't watch it. Now, they're saying there's reports from Spain saying the Trent deal is done. I had a look and I couldn't see anything that we didn't already know. And they're also saying there was a journalist. No, I asked a friend who told me if he could remember the journalist's name or the source. He couldn't. He didn't recognise the name, which doesn't help me. I did check with him. Is it Melissa Reddy? No, it was a male journalist. He couldn't remember the name, but they were believing that Trent's going to U-turn and stay at Anfield. I haven't managed to find anything on that, so I'm taking it very, very, very loosely. But if anybody has seen anything along those lines, please let me know. I haven't, so that's why I haven't done a video on it. If there'd been any sort of announcement that he was going to backtrack and stay at the club, and I'd seen it, I would have got something out by now. But so far, not a clue. I will have a quick look. I'll do a quick Google search for Trent. What it is? The Daily Mail says fans are all saying the same thing about Trent. So what are they saying? So now that Virgil van Dijk's announcement is out, it's Trent staying. That's next. Ego man like I can't even pronounce it. I can't even read that. Somebody said a part of me thinks Trent is dragging all this out because he wants his Gerrard moment where he rejects Madrid at the last minute and stays at Liverpool to cement his legacy. And somebody said, honestly, I can't understand why Trent would want to throw something like this away. It doesn't make sense. Liverpool are on their up now. A further fan wrote, am I still crazy thinking Trent could still stay? Another supporter pointed out that he's liked the announcement of Van Dijk's contract extension on Instagram. So fans are thinking he could possibly still stay. I'm not in that camp, to be honest. I think he's going to go. I don't think liking an Instagram post has anything. Well, if he turns around and stays, right, and we know that he's liked the Instagram post, Milas Kirkas liked the Mo Salah one, if I remember rightly. Should we have a look at Mo Salah, the Virgil van Dijk one? Where is it? Let's have a look, because I don't think I follow him on my on the in the Cop End Instagram, but I do on my personal one. Let's have a look. Yeah, reactions trend. Um, so the special moments one. There's nothing. The show goes on one. There's nothing on there by any of the players actually that I can see. But I don't follow all the players on the channel account. I follow them on my personal account, which would probably be a bit easier to see. Hold on. I know this is annoying, but I follow Milos Kirkers on my account as well. Right. Now if I go to all of the likes, so the players that liked it: Nat Phillips, Tyler Morton, Lewis Kumas, Bobby Clark, Stefan Bajcetic, Alison Becker, Harvey Elliott, King Keller, I can never pronounce his first name, John Henderson, Roberto Firmino, Cody Gakpo, Ryan Gravenberg, Wataru Endo, Ibrahim Konate, Curtis Jones, Alexis McAllister. Diego Jota liked another one, and Luis Diaz liked another one. It was always Liverpool post. Wataru Endo, Jordan Henderson. The video, the reactions, Connor Bradley, Jarrell Quansah, Trent on that one. So you can see, liking an Instagram post doesn't prove anything, because there's no like from Mo Salah on any of them at the moment. And yeah, but there's no, as I was saying, it was all about Trent, and there's nothing there. Other than fans still thinking he might stay, and the thing is, it also might depend on who's going to be manager next year as well. If Ancelotti goes, because obviously Jurgen Klopp's linked with the post, and I think if Klopp was confirmed, say Klopp decided tomorrow he was going to take the Real Madrid job, I think Trent goes 100%. I don't think there's I think he would jump at the chance to work with Jurgen again. And I don't think I could fault him for that. Because I've got all the time in the world for Jurgen Klopp. I'm not going to talk about what I think about his teams, especially his Liverpool teams. Because there is one period of his Liverpool tenure where with his teams and how that football got me through probably close to one of the worst periods of my life, and I was personally struggling, mentally struggling. And we lost all sport pretty much because of COVID. And it was that title win. It meant more to me than the fact we were another title closer to Man U and the first title since 1990. But there was a lot going on in my life in that period. To sum it up, I was struggling to deal with the death of a loved one. And it was who they were that hit. And my mental health just plummeted. Probably not helped by the fact we were in the middle of a pandemic as well. So a lot of my support links were just cut off. And even though the football returned, that was it was my route to like some sort of sense of normality, some sense of escape. So I understand why if Trent decided the reason he would go to Madrid for 100% sure was Jurgen Klopp, I would understand why. But he still, even now as it stands, he still should have really said something. If he'd said early on, I want to test myself as a different club, I want everything I can here, he'd have had more respect from the fans. Another reason he could stay is look at the way Arsenal dismantled them. Real Madrid, it wasn't as though Arsenal dismantled them. Real Madrid were awful. I mean, they've lost some games in the league where you were surprised that they lost. It seems like they have a team, but a team of individuals, not a coherent team unit. And it's like, why would Trent want to join that? You know? I don't know. It just makes no sense to me. He could leave as a Premier League champion, and then we could have a special summer rebuild and dominate for years to come. in a way, it kind of reminds me of Coutinho. He left to win trophies, and left us for a hefty fee. I think it was 150 million. Went to win trophies. Went to Barcelona. We win the Champions League and the Premier League. But if Trent does go, he's local lad, so he'd be 100% profit. Homegrown, which we would need to replace. But we've got a winger from Egypt. We've got a centre back from Holland. And they're choosing to stay at the club. But Trent won't. I can't speak about playing for the club or connected to the club, because other than walking around Anfield, I've got no connection to the club. But I've been to the city. I know somebody once said on a comment on the video, I say I've never set foot in Liverpool. I have set foot in Liverpool more than once. And like everywhere, anywhere can have good and bad areas. But all I felt from that city was love and warmth and friendliness. And I've been to London and not felt like that from people. I've been to York. I mean, York's lovely, but I didn't have that vibe. I've been to Edinburgh and felt that. I've been to Newcastle and felt that. I've been to Newcastle multiple times. I've been to Leeds and have not. Not to say I'm criticising like Leeds or London, the people. I'm not. I just didn't get that vibe that I got from Liverpool. Maybe that's a personal thing, I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't going to be a long video. We're already nearly half an hour long. That's been me waffling on about Trent for a bit of it. But yeah, so I've talked about today. Tomorrow, it's going to be very similar. In fact, this weekend is going to be very similar to today, really. I think the only chance I'll get to do a potential live stream and more stuff during the day will probably be during the day, Friday next week. And that's a potential. I don't even know yet. Just because it's Easter and everybody's off. And I have more family commitments than I would do during a week. It can't be helped. And if you don't like the fact I'm putting family first, then, well, I don't know what to say really, but my family is my family. They will always come first no matter what. But take care, everyone. Thank you for everyone for all your support. You're all amazing. You know that. And I shall speak to you all soon, alright? Take care.